Okay, calling the meeting to order for the St. John Waterworks District meeting. We'll start out with the pledge of the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
If the village manager could call, or the town manager could call roll.
Nick Furtak,
Present.
John Schaefer,
Here.
Greg Wigorski,
Here.
yes, Kim Kroll,
Here.
Bob Valoy,
Here.
and Dave Schilling.
Here.
Okay. Next item on the agenda is the approval of the March 20th, 2024 minutes. Looking for a motion to approve.
So moved.
Motion made, second.
I'll second that.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carried. Old business, we have none. New business is the, we have an approval of the agreement between the town of St. John and M&J Underground for the various water main projects throughout the town. Looking for a motion to approve the contract. And we have the,
We have Adam McAlpine from McAlpine Engineering.
who represents the town of St. John, correct?
Yes, Adam, if you could turn your mic on, it's right there at the bottom. Thank you.
Good evening. So I'm here with the construction contract agreements with M&J Underground. I have 3 copies. I have reviewed them. I have their performance and payment bond and their certificate of insurance documents. Everything is in order. So as a reminder, this is 5,500 feet of pipe with M&J Underground. It's a 60-day construction contract window. I was looking for the price. $1,937,703.61. And here to get your authorization to sign the contracts, and then I'll bring those up to you. And then we have a pre-construction meeting scheduled for next Wednesday. And at that meeting, we'll get the construction schedule and work through the submittal process, and then begin the process of coordinating with residents and getting the project underway.
Do you by chance have you the sections that we're going to be replacing? What streets in town?
I do. Well, they're in the plans. I don't have them offhand.
Okay.
Bob?
By chance, do you have those off the top of your head?
I do not have them all on the top of my head.
81st. 85th is one of them.
85th Avenue,
Alcott.
from
right?
Primrose to Magnolia. Also Alcott from 95th to 97th Avenue. 96th Court and 97th Court. That water main that runs through the backyard, rear easements, up backyards and up those roads will be also done. What was the other one?
Homestead Heights, I think.
Yep.
99.
Alcott Avenue from the ditch over there by Bull Run, or the Homestead Park, I'm sorry, up to 101st Place, I believe, or Homestead Heights Drive, one or the other. I don't remember how far that one went. I think that's all of them.
Okay.
So,
And then, Bob, you'll be attending the pre-con, correct?
I will be there, yes.
And then will the town of St. John also then, once we get the schedule from M&J, are we going to have M&J be responsible for, or the town of St. John to be responsible to notify their residents of when that work is approximately going to be started on what street, so the residents have a little bit of an idea when that construction's going to be coming through their neighborhood?
That will be part of the pre-con meeting. We'll make sure the residents are definitely notified via us or all of us.
Those will be put on our town websites so you know, John, and also door hangers
Okay, great.
passed out.
And then I only have one other question. There was an additional 69,000, or, yeah, $69,226 for an alternate. What was that alternate, since I wasn't here at the last meeting?
That's for option, there was an alternate that was excluded, removed, but there was a second option to, for a directional drill through a rear yard to connect one cul-de-sac to the next.
Okay.
They broke that out as an alternate, and the board approved awarding that.
Okay. Looking for a motion to accept and award the bid to M&J Underground, and also accept the contract from M&J Underground with the town of St. John in the amount not to exceed $1,937,703.61.
Motion to approve.
Motion made, second.
I'll second that.
Under the question? All in favor, say aye.
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 All opposed? Motion carried.
Thank you.
Next on the agenda is item B, under new business, approval of task order 2405 for wells 8 and 9 with Robinson Engineering.
Thank you, Mr. President. You should have the task order 2405 in your packet. If you jump to the last page, the map, I have clouded in red the runs that need to be installed still. The rest of the path from well 8 to the treatment plant itself are already in. So this would be the final installation of water main to get those wells pumping to the treatment plant. The idea is to get some of this rear yard towards well 9 in before the developer starts building those homes. So this was, we had a task order under the previous council and the previous board that we were told to stop work on, with numerous other things to, let the new council kind of decide what they wanted to do. So the price does reflect the work that has been previously completed, some topography and preliminary design.
And from the previous work, has any of this been paid already?
Yes. Yeah, we're all up to date on payment.
Okay. Any questions from the board? Okay. Looking for a motion to approve task order 2405 for wells 8 and 9 from Robinson Engineering.
So moved.
Motion made, second.
I'll second that.
All those in favor say aye.
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 All opposed? Motion carried.
Thank you. We will get started right away.
Okay. Item number 7, reports and correspondence. Robinson Engineering project updates.
We have two current projects. One is in construction and the other is in design. Acorn Drive, the water main, and the sanitary lift station elimination. It's still a little too wet to try to put any sod down or anything, so wait for it to dry out a little bit to do that in some of the punch list items, and that one can be closed out. We also have the well 8 design. We're about 15% done. We've got a big meeting tomorrow with some of the subs and suppliers to keep that moving. We do have a goal of getting to IDEM for permit by June 1st.
Reports from town staff, Director of Public Works.
I have a few. So the media changeout we started at Monix Treatment Plant started on filter 2. That is completed and that awaits samples, the results for the sampling. That timeline took us 2 weeks, approximately. We are now over at the Gates plant, starting one of those filters that is completely vacked out. All the media is out, so we'll be inspecting it and then adding media come probably Friday. So that's moving right along. We also, obviously Adam touched up on this, we have a pre-construction meeting the 24th for the water main projects. We're pursuing the well 9 work. The Grove, the test drilling started out there today. They're 240 feet deep. We're gonna go to 400 feet, and we'll see how that turns out. So that did start. Well 4, the one behind the shrine, that well, that had a cave-in, and it affected the pump and impellers and stuff down there in the well. We had that well taken out, inspected, repaired. It is now back. We did a test pump on it yesterday, and in October of 2023, that pumped 1,545 gallons per minute. As of yesterday, the test pumping actually went up to 2,150 gallons per minute, which gives us an additional 600 gallons a minute, which it's a blessing in disguise. So we're gonna get that back online as soon as those samples pass and the media's in the filters, and we can pump away, so.
Any idea on the cost on that project?
Not yet.
Okay.
Still waiting on that. I was just excited to tell you guys about the extra pumping we're gonna get.
Bob, with the media filters and stuff, any additional work that they've seen with the?
Yes, the filter that we chose to start on first, we knew that was gonna be our worst one. That had media down in the bottom of the filter. There was 60 nozzles, which there's a lot of nozzles inside these filters. I'll bring pictures next meeting so you guys can see, and we'll go through them. But there were 60 nozzles that had to be replaced just in the one cell. So we knew that that one was going to be probably our problem child and go from there. But there will be probably a couple change orders or additions to that.
Okay.
Nozzles aren't that expensive, but we kind of had that in mind.
No major structural issues? or
No,
anything?
structural, the trough was, we had to reset the trough in the air scour, but all that's done and that filter's filled back in, so we're on to the next one. But no major structural damages, no.
Okay, good. And any reports from the town manager?
No reports today.
Okay. Next item, payment of bills. We have a accounts payable voucher dated April 17th, 2024 for the payment for payroll, supplies, services, and equipment rendered to the Water District in the combined total of $21,291.70. Looking for a motion to approve.
So moved.
Motion made, second.
I'll second that.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carried. Second accounts payable voucher dated April 17th, 2024, representing payment for payroll, supplies, services, and equipment rendered to the water utility for the town of St. John in the combined total of $237,604.12. Looking for a motion to approve.
So moved.
Motion made, second.
I'll second that.
All in favor say aye.
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 All opposed? Motion carried. Anything from the public comment? Yes, sir.
Hi, Jim Zarnik, 8720 Verbena Court. Hi, everybody. Couple questions. So, Bob, you mentioned drilling down to 400 feet. Are we drilling a new well?
It's a test well in the Grove location that Altoff is trying to develop. So we know that we have good aquifers or fractures running out there. So we wanted to take advantage of that and actually do a test well. We do a 5-inch test well. Depending on the test pumping through the 5-inch, then we'll decide if it's worth the water quality and quantity to drill a big well.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then is the town paying for that? Or is that Altoff?
Altoff paid for the test well.
Sweet. Thank you.
Jim, in the past, the town would look to pay for that. but we proposed that the developer paid it, to pay it, and he agreed, so.
Love it. Thank you. And then my other question is, I haven't heard discussed yet the budgets that were passed last year on the sanitary and the water boards. Are those still being kind of checked? We used to get a monthly report, like, you know, this is how we're doing up to this point.
Those reports are going to be on the next month's meeting. Jim.
Okay. Okay. Just, that was a lot of progress, so I'd like to see that continue.
Yes,
That's all.
yep.
So, thank you.
Thank you.
Anything else from the public? Okay, looking for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion made, second.
I'll second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.